Tapiri ASP ni Kilburnie. Mo tēnā kura tua rua te whanganui e tāra Piki Kiti Poro Whakamutonga ko Terry Orchard Taua ko Troy McLean ko Rangatea and Nakimu. Welcome everybody to the ASP Stadium here in Wellington. Tonight we celebrate the pinnacle of Wellington Secondary School basketball. First off, it's the young ladies. On your court right now you see Sacred Heart in the red and Wellington East girls in the yellow. Joining me in commentary today, of course, a former glory boy from Rongotai College, Troy McLean. Kia ora, Troy, welcome.
Kia ora, Terry. Kia ora everyone at home, kia ora whānau. Looking forward to a great game today.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting contest, isn't it? This is a changing of the guard of young ladies basketball in Wellington.
Yes.
Sacred Heart, a team we're not familiar with. Troy, what do you know about them? They
like to play a little bit of inside action. They've got a big team. It'll be an interesting matchup with Wellington East in terms of their pace, but let's hope they match that physicality that Wellington East bring every time.
So we've got Sacred Heart playing from left to right as you see it on the screen, and starting in the lineup for them is Tailake Rahui Lalo. That's her in shirt 5. This is East now with the ball. So Caitlin Curtis, their starting 5, and their starting 5 along with Isabella Tate-Jones.
You should watch out for Wellington East, number 9, Amity. Very good ball handler, very good shooter.
Well, the first basket goes to Wellington East Girls College, 2-0, courtesy of Isabella Tate-Jones. And Troy, again, when we look at a school like Wellington East Girls College, we see someone there with the name of Ross Simi.
Yes.
So, of course, we consider those who know Voldy Simi around again has brought this program to light. Wellington East now back to the fore and at the pinnacle.
Yes, Voldy's done a great job with this group. He's been with this group for a number of years now, so I think he's, you're seeing the fruit of the work that he's put in his coaching staff and the school.
Nice offensive rebound there from Jordana Davey to give the Sacred Heart side a chance to even the game up at 2 apiece.
Nice crossover there, 21.
About out on the right side again, 3's no good, but nothing but air. So Sacred Heart get an opportunity to come down. Interesting thing in women's basketball, we're not seeing the same height that we're seeing growth in as we will see later on with the boys. So two teams that are going to try and play the game at pace.
Yes, I think with Sacred Heart though, they've got a little bit more height in terms of on the bench, so I'm sure Coach Nixon will start utilizing that at some stage.
Thompson Lolu. Sacred Heart ball out of bounds.
They're definitely not shy of shooting the 3-ball early. Isabella Jones, Tate-Jones, a very good scorer, leading the league in scoring over the regular season.
Now we've got someone that's tricked me a wee bit. It's got number 21 on this shirt that I don't have 21 on my score sheet.
No.
Can we match them up by names? So a little bit of pressure coming out the top. Good pressure. Interesting to see that one of the taller players for Pinero for Sacred Heart has been drawn out from the keyhole area. Is that a tactic that Simi has, the coach of Wellington East, has taken on?
Yeah, Voldy likes to spread the floor. 5-out type offenses, 4-around run type offenses, drive and kick. Lifting the big out of the paint in order to take advantage of their speed.
Well, a good rebound by Epino. A nice bounce pass in, unfortunately couldn't go down, so it will be East College ball. Now you made a comment there about spreading the floor.
Yes.
Tell everyone that may not understand what that means a little bit more about what spreading the floor means.
Well, they just want to space the floor out behind the 3-point line to try to, as you mentioned, bring the big out. They're in a little bit of a horns action here with 2 people at the elbow area. But yeah, so this will utilize their speed in terms of their ability to drive past possibly slower, bigger opponents.
Some good defense coming there from Nina Bort from Sacred Heart. Inbound ball. Thompson Lolu. Nice basket from number 21, who we will try and identify as put a name to it. Been a change of singlet, not notified to us. So Bort again brings it up.
These rims at the ASB are very soft.
Up in there too.
Definite shooters rims, so
A little bit of a brick, as they would say in the old terms. They got a modern term for it these days, or do they still call it a brick?
Still a brick.
That one was more of a concrete block. So, bringing up is Ross Simi, one of the key players, daughter of the coach. Nice fake.
Right.
Late foul call there. I wasn't quite sure that I saw it the same way from up here as they saw it from down there, but then the other ones with the whistles, Troy.
That's right. We've got pretty good referees here today. Amy Jo Clark getting the opportunity along with Callum. Both high-level referees. I believe Callum is an NBL referee. I think he's had a couple of run-ins with Paulie at my time with the Saints. So he's got a good demeanor about him.
No, I don't see a 6, and we told 6 was starting, so I'm wondering whether in fact it's Phoenix Patia.
I believe it is.
Yeah, okay, so we're in number 21. We've worked it out.
So Wellington East going with a 2-2-1 press. Trying to put more pressure on the ball. Sacred Heart doing a pretty good job of taking and beating that pressure. Good position, good box out there by Wellington East.
About to say there wasn't a red shirt in the keyhole area. Nice little strip from Bort. So been pushed up the court now by Remuera for Sacred Heart. I've always thought good teams put the ball through the hands of the point guard a lot.
Yes.
Well-coached teams.
Well-coached teams and players that their teammates trust. She's a very good ball handler.
A nice drive from Nina Bort. And we've got some live stats tonight. I'm just going to try and get them for you.
Again, another drive and kick to the corner. Phoenix really attacking the paint, trying to draw defenders, and kick to open shooters.
Getting some good control of the ball by Remuera, the point guard for Sacred Heart, but stolen away.
Defense.
Yeah, good work from Thompson Lolu. Open court.
Coach Nixon did mention trying to combat the physicality in terms of their one-on-one defense.
Isabella Tate-Jones, some nice work. In trouble.
Yes.
Yeah, talking to Voldy before the game, he said obviously with a lack of height, they've worked really hard in terms of playing an energetic style of game. So we've got a timeout been called.
Nice move there by Isabella.
And obviously he also talked about, because the question I asked him was obviously if you're going to play a fast game like that, has your turnover ratio been able to diminish? And he said yes, that they'd worked really hard on it, and they'd worked very hard since lockdown on their fitness.
Yes.
For those that are not sure, the faster you play the game, the more chance you have of creating a turnover in the game, because everything moves at a quicker pace, and therefore fatigue begins to wear. So for a team like this to be able to run that pace for the 4 quarters, Troy, how much will that depend on the depth of their bench?
A lot, and they do have a pretty strong bench, and they have a lot of players that cross code with basketball and netball. So I'm sure the passing skills that they're developing in both codes are going to pay off when it comes to their style of play. Let's see if Coach Nixon's got something around trying to negate the transition of Wellington East.
So 9-8 Sacred Heart lead at the moment, a close ball game.
You're going to see the pressure again.
Inbound Sacred Heart. Pass the pressure up pretty quick with a good long overhead pass. And now back in the hands of their point guard, Tia Calais Remuera. A little bit of miscommunication. Partia on the run. And one for Phoenix Partia.
Phoenix really dominating possession right now on the offensive end. Great steal, way to shoot the gap. Wellington East setting up again in their press.
Nice technique. Good technique always makes for an easy free throw. Again, Troy talking about the full court pressure coming.
It's another element of running a press like this. It speeds the game up a little bit. Teams tend to take shots that they otherwise wouldn't take in their half-court set.
That's Deborah Tapusi in the game with a defensive rebound for Sacred Heart. Remuera again doing some work. Nice little hands away, but they're going to be called a foul over there. Coach Simi's not all that happy. I thought there was a little bit of a wave off from Remuera trying to protect the ball, but the umpire saw it the other way around. Wellington East, leaders of the ball game right now, 11-9, 2-point ball game.
Great ball pressure there.
Nice give and go.
Little one leg step back, nice little Dirk action there.
Peter Apineru scores that one, ties the ball game up, 11-all.
Sideline on ball. Again, the kick to the corner.
That was a good move.
Yes.
Good little head and shoulder fake, showed the ball, took the step, got inside.
She's done that the last 2 possessions too on her catches on the corner. She shot the first 2, made 1 out of 2, and now she's got the defense jumpy. 2 up fakes, and now she gets herself to the line. Nothing but net.
Nice one from Tate Jones. Makes it 12-11, gives them the break. Substitutions coming in. Haldaki McKenzie coming in for Sacred Heart. They move the ball up. In the hands of Apineru. Apineru from outside. Gives the lead back again to Sacred Heart. Nice entry pass, unfortunately taken away. A little bit of over-the-back defense, not picked up. So Sacred Heart get the turnover, come forward. Yeah. Just a little bit too eager to get to the hoop on that one.
Shuffled her feet there a little bit.
So subs coming in, 7 in. That's Rangi Tawera is in for Wellington East Girls College, along with 14, Chloe Mercury, stepping out.
Rangi's a bit of a X-factor for me. Very quality player. Comes off the bench. Has good speed. Very good defender. Nice
work from Phoenix Patia. Phoenix Patia gets an easy basket. And here comes the all-court press again.
Sacred Heart really struggling with Phoenix.
Remuera. Keeping the dribble alive, a good skill for a point guard to do. Keep the dribble alive. Lovely little entry pass in from Remuera. Unlucky.
A little bit of miscommunication there with.
Good skill from Remuera though. That one-handed pass like that off the dribble. But the turnover all the same.
I think that's a part of the game.
14-13 ball game. Sacred Heart by 1.
I think it's a part of the game too that's kind of changing in terms of trending towards making passes off the bounce with one hand.
Thompson Lolu.
Driving kick.
Ross Simi, no good. Defensive rebound. Remuera, the point guard, will bring it forward for Sacred Heart for a chance to increase the lead of the ball game. The grabbing of the shirt is obviously a play call. There's that one-handed pass again. Nice entry pass in. Yeah, had to be a foul on that one.
This is really good dive.
Yeah, Apineru, obviously very strong. Probably, I would say, just so everyone knows, we're looking down from the balcony here at the ASB Arena. So this has been played on court 3, 3 and 4, as you might be able to see at the left-hand end of the court, opposite end next time the ball comes up. But when we're looking down, it certainly looks like that Peter Apineru is probably the tallest player on the floor.
Yes, and Sacred Heart are definitely looking at her, trying to establish her as their main offensive weapon right now.
So Lesniak.
And rightly so.
Remuera in the back court.
She's doing a great job.
Playing up front is Epineru. Hauraki McKenzie. And although Remuera's gone down to the back of you call that a matchup zone? We've got a bit of a zone here.
No, I think they're just
straight man.
Straight man with a
person. I think we have to be politically correct these days, Troy.
Yes.
Person to person defense.
They're playing pack defense, really packing the paint, trying to eliminate the drive. No pressure up the floor. Not sure what that was about.
Was that? So that was a warning next time a tick. I thought he was calling a tick on it, which was a little bit tough. But anyway, no, at least he said, next time's a tick if you touch the ball. Once the ball goes through the hoop, folks, you're not allowed to touch it. It's got to be then available to the defending or then becoming attacking. Nice pass in.
Phoenix does a good job on the defensive end.
So here's the pace we were talking about in the ball game, but no, it's been called off. Parterre out of bounds. So it will be Hauraki McKenzie that'll inbound it for Sacred Heart. The two receivers are Bort and Remuera. And in the front court for them. It goes to Bort, then the long cross score pass to Remuera. Now turn, nice pass in there to Lesniak.
Wellington East gang rebounding right now, trying to eliminate number.
There's the dominance. There's the dominance that Peter Epineru is having on the ball game. Offensive rebound. Just trying to tell you how many rebounds that is. The first offensive one for her. And again, another basket to Sacred Heart. And they might have found themselves with a little bit of a handy lead right now.
This is a good matchup here. Phoenix taking advantage of her speed.
So in fact, Wellington East College with those trips to the line have snuck themselves ahead 17-16. We've got 1:21 of the period remaining.
Very good contrast in styles. Pace versus much slower, sort of methodical approach.
1:04 of the period remaining. In fact, it's 18-17. This chance to draw it. Phoenix Partia to bring it through. And we do have some live stats, but they're just not quite as we see it. And we're working off those rather than trying to keep manual stats. So it's great to have them. Certainly tell you the number of minutes. So 2019, 49 seconds remaining. Quarter number one. Championship game. Girls. Secondary school girls college basketball here at Wellington ASB Arena. Turnover. Remuera took it in, had it taken away. And Ross Simi goes in for the layup. And Ross Simi will give Wellington East the lead going into the end of the first quarter. But an easy, simple shot to Peter Epineru. And there's quarter time, folks. Here at the ASB Arena and Kilbirnie Wellington Secondary School Basketball Final. And Sacred Heart and Wellington East Girls College will just let that sort of pop itself up, Troy. But it's been an interesting quarter. A quarter I would have to feel, I don't know how you feel about it, but a little bit scrappy, a lot of turnovers.
Yes, but by design. Wellington East, that's the style of play that they want to play. Making sure that they put pressure on the ball as much as they can. They're willing to give up a few layups and offensive rebounds at times, but willing to play that style, and it's paying dividends.
Any first-time nerves that looked like it was there to you?
Yes, it looks like Sacred Heart are going with a little bit of a different lineup. Possibility of one of their bench players or number 7, Queenie Nanai Leota. Looks like she's not suiting up right now. She possibly could have got injured in the warm-ups. We're not too sure, but I think the change of rotations is flustered Sacred Heart a little bit, but
just looking at a live replay there, we just saw a nice little basket from Sacred Heart. And they've got a 1-point ball game to start the second quarter, Sacred Heart. So let's have a look at who's coming out for the east side, starting at the second quarter. will be Chloe Mercury in shirt 14. In shirt 8 is Teo Mahi Prescott. 12 is Isabella Tate, no, 12 is, yes, Isabella Tate Jones. Rangi Tawera. And I'm missing one, it's hiding from me somewhere. We saw 14, Chloe Mercury. So it will be inbounded by Wellington East Girls College. And that may be who it is, I can't see, that's about to inbound right down in front of me, which is Amari Wikitoria Rossimi. So it's inbounded. Wellington East. Playing in the yellow shirt from our right to left, heading towards the Evans Bay end of the ASB Arena, as you said, and a nice little shot coming from Chloe Mercury.
Really nice play to start the quarter for Wellington East.
Was that a 3, Troy?
That was a 3.
Was it a 3?
That was a 3.
24-22, they take the lead with a turnover, get it back again. Chance to go a little bit further ahead here. Rangi Tawera. Good outside shot coming there from Isabella Tate Jones, but not received. The rebound's loose, the ball is loose. East again with it. Good boxing out from Sacred Heart. So Remuera brings the ball forward for them. They'll set up this half-court game, looking to go through, I would think, the hands of Epineru.
Defense there by Amari.
Taken off Rahu Ilalao. Still at that stage at 24-22.
Wellington East looking really comfortable on the offensive end.
Three-pointer. Long three-pointer. Good offensive rebound, Wellington East. For Prescott. Prescott ties the ball game up, 24 each.
Sacred Heart looking a little bit tired right now.
Epineru in the hands of Bort. Nice little spin turnaround move there from Rahui Leilu. That girl's got some skill. I've liked the way that she's taken the ball in and bodied up and then been able to turn.
Yes, she's definitely worked on that spin move, especially in the paint. It's got a nice little jab step to her as well to set up the defender.
So talking to Nixon Panisi before the game, the coach of Sacred Heart, Troy, very passionate. What's his history and background?
Nixon's been a stalwart in terms of the coaching space in Wellington. He's got a non-for-profit club that he runs along with Sola Sidler, the Heat basketball club, based in Tawa. Yeah, fantastic story. Been at QNC along with the Wellington Rep program. Yeah, almost everywhere he goes. Nice move by Isabella Tate.
Nice little hoop there from Isabella Tate Jones.
Everywhere he goes, he intends to have some success. Not a good idea to dribble into the corner and get trapped, but...
Remuera from outside. No good. Good rebounds, Wellington East. Again, I've been very impressed. Voldy, Coach Simi's done a great job ensuring that their defensive area is kept the opposition out.
Yes.
Defensive rebound. Well, I think we've only seen one offensive rebound.
Yes. They're doing a good job. Good job in terms of finding a body, taking away the body on the defensive end.
So that work has paid off, and it's now 28-24. Wellington East 4-point lead, the biggest lead of the ball game for either side.
Wellington East done a good job on negating Jordana, number 7 for Sacred Heart right now.
Again, Epineru picked up for the offensive foul, Epineru. And Jordana Davey, that was the one he was talking about, the left-handed shooter.
Yep.
So, Tawera and Rossimi in the backcourt for Wellington East girls and playing up front.
High ball screen.
We've got Prescott and Mercury. And over the far side there is Isabella Tate Jones looking for the shot, and Tate Jones finds it.
Toe was on the line there, so only got a deep 2 for that.
30-24, 6-point game. Remuera nowhere to go, has to give it away. Bort finds inside Davey. And Davey called for the travel. Interesting. I don't know how you saw it, but I thought there might have been a little bit of foul there. But anyway, Coach Nixon Panisi calls a timeout. 7:24 of the half remaining here at the ASB Arena. Wellington Secondary School Girls Basketball Final. Wellington East leading 28-24. And Troy pretty much really gone. The score reflects the flow of the game.
Agreed. Wellington East doing a really good job of maintaining that pressure throughout the quarter. Getting a nice little trap in the corner last 2 possessions. So eventually I think that pressure on the ball and with the full court press will start wearing down the Sacred Heart team. Sacred Heart, in saying that, is doing a fairly good job of breaking through the initial press and pressure. Just rushing a little bit, I think.
Well, what I'm impressed with so far, looking at the stats that we've got available to us, Wellington East have shot 7 free throws and made all 7.
Yes. And
if we look at the free throws for Sacred Heart, they've shot 4 from 4. So pretty impressive free throw shooting. And often free throws ends up being the difference at the.
Yes. The fact they're getting to the line like that too is really good for Wellington East.
Now another key stat here is points from turnovers. 13 points have come from turnovers for Wellington East, and 8 of them have come from. 14 points have come from in the what they call the paint. It's the square area or the rectangular area. Again, Tate Jones couldn't find the hoop on that occasion.
Sacred Heart went with a little bit of a diamond press there.
And Apineta got the rebound, and again in the hands of Remuera. Finds Davey. Oh, that looked like a bit of a travel, but it wasn't called.
Nice shot.
Nice 3-point shot. Rahu Lelo.
Nice pass too by Jordana. Recognized the double team from the baseline and kicked it out to the open shooter. Good hands.
So, travel called against the Wellington East Girls College team. So it will be Sacred Heart that have it. It will be Remuera that will inbound it. We've got a little bit of a glitch in our system, but we'll always handle it, won't we, Troy? We've got a screen that's giving us the stats. It decided it wants to restart itself.
You're a veteran of this game, buddy, so I'm a rookie.
We'll revert to the manual situation here of keeping a score. Nice move inside, and the left hand will finish.
Keeping it away from the defender.
Tyler Key, Rahu Ilalo.
Phoenix back in the game.
Tate Jones looking. Partia looks inside, and we got an offensive foul called against Partia.
Sacred Heart doing a pretty good job in terms of packing the paint, but the driving kick is open. Nice give and go.
Yeah, lovely pass. Certainly got a lot of skills, hasn't she, Peta Apinuru?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, has she reached higher honours or anything that you're aware of, Troy?
I think so. I'm unsure. I'll check that at the half and get back to our...
Good defence, some pressing defence now coming from the Sacred Heart, stepping up above the Heart court, looking at a 3-quarter court defence. Will be inbounded again by Wellington East, and it will be Thompson Lolo.
A little bit more pressure.
Nice little steal from Remuera, but you can't obviously get the dribble alive quickly enough, but takes a good option. And that was the time that they needed.
Not sure if that was the best option in terms of the mid-range there, but...
Davey.
Nice move.
Just that height difference.
Yes.
Knows how to play with her back to the basket. Knows how to post up. Great entry pass.
And got over the right shoulder there with the left hand. Being left-handed, it can be counterintuitive for defenders in the post to guard that.
Who's the best left-hander you've ever seen?
Terence Lewis.
Yeah?
Yes.
I would have to go with him. I'm trying to think of his name, and he played for the Gold State Warriors for a number of years. But as far as shooting free throws,
yes,
best person I've ever seen anywhere in the world, and I've seen a lot of basketballs in my time, Terence Lewis.
Terence Lewis.
Yep.
One of the best imports to come into this country.
You know what? When Terence came out here, I was looking at another player from Washington State, and I saw this left-hander.
Yes.
And the camera was way up high in the gym, wherever it was, up in the West Coast somewhere. In fact, it might have even been in somewhere like Wyoming or Utah gym. It was a pre-season match that they were playing. And I saw this guy wearing shirt 22, and I made some phone calls. He ended up talking to George Carl at the Seattle Supersonics, and that's where we got Terence from. We got him out of the Seattle Supersonics camp when they cut him out here to New Zealand. Went back home to Birmingham, Alabama for 3 days, came back and never been back again.
That's right. That's right. He's a great teammate of mine, great scorer. I believe he's doing some coaching right now in the junior space. So it's great to see him giving back in terms of coaching and helping the youth of New Zealand.
Great little shot right on the buzzer from Tate Jones.
Not sure she called that, but she'll take it.
So look, folks, I'm sorry, we're a little bit lost in style. Wow, equally replied from Peter Epinuru. There's some good three-point shooting as we work down late into the second quarter, first half here at the girls' final. Good defense coming from Davey. Jordana Davey knocked away. Nice way to get it. If you can't bring it down yourself, knock it to a teammate.
That's right.
Yeah, great action. Crossover dribble. Davey, Remuera from the corner, not good enough.
Good rebound.
A little bit more offensive, a little bit more pressure coming in, and they're getting pushed under. I don't know whether you see it, but nice work there. But the defense for Wellington seem to be getting pushed under the basket.
Under the basket a little bit more. Yep, Sacred Heart doing a bit better job of attacking the offensive glass.
Big cross-court pass. Davey, Jordana Davey, the left-hander from the three-point line.
Nice shot.
Takes that one.
Wellington East getting a little lost on their transition defense. Need to talk it up a little bit, recognize who's...
Parterre with the ball, looking to try and work around the high screen.
Nice
little pass outside, pass back into Parterre. Missed on the easy layup. Sacred Heart get a chance to come forward again. Building the offense.
Again, leaving the shooter open.
Now, I'll tell you, I don't think it was the greatest of shots she took while she was free, but what I did like in that, Troy, was that she followed it in.
Yes.
Followed it through, but she's going to check out now as Jordana Davey.
No, I believe
the game will come.
I believe that's Patia, right? No, Peter, who just checked out. Jordana's still on.
She stayed there.
Yep.
Okay.
And Peter's been doing a great job for Sacred Heart. She seems to be favouring
now in the point guard spot.
Her right foot on the bench.
Playing one of the ball carriers.
Keep an eye out for that.
Kapusi. Rahui Lalo. Looking inside. Yeah, nice pass to Davey.
Gets to a preferred hand. She's cash.
So that could be a match winner setup, that one, if they don't take away that left hand.
Yes. They seem to be sending...
Parterre, a big long outside pass, three-point shot, no good. Good box out from Holdaki McKenzie against the much stronger Wellington East girl, Isabella Tate-Jones. But it will be Wellington East girls college ball. Tate-Jones will check out.
Hager Tabor will check in. Younger sister of Evie Tabor, who's at Rongotai College.
Interesting lineup as they step away from the side of the keyhole, and had to be an offensive foul. Big push called against Thompson Lolu.
Coach Nixon did talk about pre-game about the physicality that Wellington East brings and how they respond to that physicality.
Hui Lolu takes the ball forward. Nice little flare screen there from Davey. Hui Lolu still with the ball, working away in close. Good effort, but not rewarded with what she deserved. Patia comes forward, knocked away. Good solid
hands.
defense now.
Good
And
hands.
equally has got a defense coming from East. A lot of easy missed shots. A little bit of tiredness coming in the end of the quarter, Troy.
I think so. Both teams seem to be doing...
McKenzie looking for someone to pass to, but only passes it as far as Patia. We've got a foul called against Rahui Lalu, and it will be 2 shots.
Pretty messy sequence of plays there, but a few turnovers and missed opportunities. But I think that plays into Wellington East's hands. They want the game to be high-paced.
There's the replay we saw right there, the live replay, which led to the foul, which led to Phoenix Patia being on the line. So it was an intentional foul. That's why there was no one in the lanes. So it will get restarted from the halfway with Wellington East inbounding, and they're below us, so we can't see who's inbounding the ball, but we'll see them once they get back in the court. The hands of Patia. And Caitlin Curtis has checked in for Wellington East, but meanwhile Patia looks to go up and down from the baseline over top of Remuera.
Nice
Successful with the shot.
Nice little one-legged.
Vort.
Dirk Nowitzki.
Vort to
Shot.
Davey. Davey back to Remuera, setting up on the point. They're going to go on the left-hand side again.
Wellington East being really physical.
Davey. Davey has no one in Wellington East capable of defending her size. Davey had another basket.
They're really trying to make it hard for her to get a good catch inside. Nice move.
A little bit of a trouble called against Phoenix Patia. So turnover, and it'll be from the side. And it will be Nina Vort who will inbound it.
Not sure that was a treble.
Holdaki McKenzie will bring it forward across the timeline.
Let's see if they go inside again. Nice drive.
Just presented it a bit too early, did Holdaki McKenzie jump ball, so the arrow is to Wellington East. So
should have finished there on the other side. Got a little bit deep underneath the backboard.
So a foul's been called against 9. So that was called against Holdaki McKenzie. We've got a timeout called here. So in this situation, Troy, what have you, Evaldi, would you be doing to try and slow down Jordana Davies' work in the low post in the keyhole area?
Amity did a pretty good job in terms of the last possession, just trying to make it difficult for her to get a good catch inside. Almost fouled her, really stuck it to her in the back, but Jordana's a quality player. She buried her as deep as she could. I think also shading on to the right shoulder to try and get her to go back to the left shoulder, or go over the left shoulder. She definitely prefers that left-hand hook. So, yeah, those are some of the things that I talked to, possibly looking at double teaming on the catch.
How effective would it be sort of trying to stop her out higher and not let her entering below the foul line? And even if you might have to concede one or two fouls early on in the piece, but just get a bit of physicality up there.
Well, I thought she might have got called for the foul the last possession. She did smack her in the back quite hard, but Jordana did a good job of playing through it.
So, by the looks of things, the hooter is gone, and we've got a half-time here at the ASB Arena in the Wellington Girls Senior College Basketball Final between the Sacred Heart of Lower Hutt and Wellington East Girls College. And unfortunately, I can't give you a copy of, tell you exactly what the score is, because we've lost our live stats feed and the scoreboard is right below us, but we will be able to update shortly. I'm sure that someone will, either that or Troy will disappear down and we'll get some stats back, but it's been an interesting a quarter of the game. Troy's putting his life at risk, leaning over and taking health and safety out of play to give us a half-time score, Troy.
We've got a 1-point advantage, 40-39 to Sacred Heart.
And then really, as the second half, the second quarter developed, I mean, very much it was Wellington East girls in the first quarter. We'd have to say in that second quarter with that dominance that Jordana Davey began to get, and the more offensive rebounds, that certainly allowed Sacred Heart back into the game. So it's probably a pretty fair reflection of what the match situation is.
Yeah, I think Sacred Heart did a better job too in containing Phoenix. And yeah, definitely on the offensive end, establishing Jordana on the block and inside, and then also making a couple of shots in terms of the outside to stretch the defense as well. Jordana can do it all, so hopefully for St.
Would a zone difference make any a zone defense make any difference, and try and keep the two taller players, stronger players from Sacred Heart out of the keyhole?
Yes, possibly. Zones can be problematic, but yeah, it will be interesting to see what Coach Simi comes up with in the second half. I do believe he'll stick with the same formula in terms of just trying to wear Sacred Heart down, full court pressure, continue to pressure the ball, possibly double teaming, I would say, Jordana or Peta in the post. But it's an exciting game. Two very clear contrasts and styles, but yeah, I'm glad it's...
Look, there's some stats you can see on your screen now, and I mean 21 to 12 rebounds.
Yes.
You know, assists 5 to 2. You know, I mean, really, Sacred Heart have been making a lot of their own stuff inside, and a lot of good entry passes have been in. But look, turnovers are the same.
Yes.
Field goal percentage is the same.
Yeah.
Free throw percentage 9 for 9. I mean, that's great to get to the line 9 times.
That's right.
One would have thought that maybe, you know, with Jordana and also Epineru, they would have been shooting more than, you know, the number of shots they are from the 3-throw line. But so good discipline coming from Wellington East on their defence.
Definitely. I think in the second quarter, that's when Sacred Heart really went into Jordana. So we'll see how that pans out in the third quarter, whether or not Jordana can pick up a few more fouls and get to the free throw line. Second half, sorry.
So when you're looking at playing that game at pace like they're doing, and they're you know, they're getting those turnovers, would they be better off every now and again just to restructure an offense rather than try and play a 1-on-2 or a 2-on-3 and just wait and then play a half court? I mean, they're getting to the foul line, you know, a number of times, and that may be, if they structured and set it up, they'd get a better shot.
Yeah, it just means taking the tempo down, I guess, which isn't necessarily a good thing in terms of the overall strategy. The strategy is to wear the team down come the fourth quarter, and obviously we're yet to see if that strategy is going to pay off for them. Yeah, it's risk and reward. In the first quarter, they got good shots, good driving kicks out of their half-court sets and even out of their transition. So,
what benefit would there be for Sacred Heart using a double post, playing both Epineru and Davey in a double high or a double low post situation?
When they were on at the same time, I think they did have a sort of a horn set or 1-4 high set. So. Whether they go into them, I haven't really seen them catch the ball at that high space. Not necessarily. They could go with a high-low on that situation, but yeah, definitely in the second quarter they got a lot better looks around that post catch. So, and then again, rebounds, they're dominating the glass right now. So
the umpires walk the centre court alongside of the Wellington East Girls College team, led by number 21, Phoenix Partia. Number 12, Isabella Tate-Jones, and 11, along with Thompson Lolu. Caitlin Curtis and Ross Simi will round out their starting lineup. I can see Remuera, I can see Hauraki McKenzie, Davey, I can see Epineru. And hiding down here in the corner is Bort, along as our starting 5. Bort with the ball now, looks to penetrate around, won't go. Davey from outside, no good. Nice rebound, but knocked away by Wellington East.
It seems they're giving Jordana that open look with the late close and the late hand. So
outside shot, no good. Offensive rebound coming from Partia. Spins, looks, nothing there. Gives it away outside. No good. Oh, and Davey takes a hit. Jordana Davey is up. She's okay, and it will be East ball.
Phoenix Partia is a very good player. Good
So
speed.
the line out
Good
on
size.
the lane. And it's in the hands of Caitlin Curtis. Now getting pulled out by
Little punch screen.
Tate Jones. Looks to penetrate in, spins, turns, no good. We've got a pushing foul called. Let's see who it's called against. Called against number 6. And that is Nina Bort. And if you think that B-O-U-T, I asked Nina beforehand how it was pronounced, and that's what she gave me. Nina Bort. So Tate Jones on the line, makes one. 40 all. Tied ball game, second half. Wellington Secondary School girls basketball final. ASB Stadium in Wellington, Terry Orchard and Troy McLean calling you the play-by-play action. Isabella Tate Jones, nice deep knee bend, nice follow through, good technique, Troy.
Great technique, good follow through.
41-40, ball game, favour of East. Well, I've
Good
got a
twist
screen
on the
back
screen.
up, but no stats on it yet. We're getting somewhere inside. Nice entry pass to Davey. Going to be called a tie ball. Yep. Now that's possession arrow, I think, should go the way of Sacred Heart, because the last one went the way of East College.
Tia Remuera and Jordana really doing a good job on that position in terms of...
So Nina Bort will inbound it from the back line. Sacred Heart coming with a bit of a line-up. Holdaki trying to pop out. Nice little pop to Davey, and
Nice
Davey very relaxed. Gets them back into the lead, 42-41. Far side East, nice give and go, but no, yep. Certainly looked like a walk from my end. Yep.
Just shook that grounded foot a little bit, dragged it a little bit on the ground. Referees are pretty clear on that these days.
Holdaki looking to try and go. The side of Davey. Nice little pass in. Holdaki McKenzie. Remuera it was, sorry, number 8.
Very good read.
It's Tia Kelly Remuera. And it will be Holdaki McKenzie.
I thought she made a pretty good read. Go back to it, and the player was overplaying on the backside there.
And on her left shoulder, you might see there obviously a tribal tattoo with the name of Holdaki. She has some whakapapa back to the East Coast.
Yes.
May be related to my buddy Doug, you never know.
Somebody's cousin.
Missed the first, chance for the second. No, missed the second, short on both. But an offensive rebound.
Rebounds.
And she's in again. No good on the layup. But like every good player that makes a miss, hustled back and generated the turnover.
This is going to be a straight dive here for
Remuera far side, looking
the
for
big
Bort.
high
Now
low.
Davey. Davies outside, takes the 3 ball, won't go. Rebound to Partia for Wellington East. Pressure on from Holdaki McKenzie.
And Jordana just can't fall in love with the 3. She had a wide open inside there. Good position. Way to
Bit
stay very
scrappy underneath, nothing there. Holdaki McKenzie comes it, throws it forward to Davey. Big pass, Davey picked off nicely there by Ross Simi. So very, very scrappy at the beginning of the first half. Only 3 points scored in total. A basket to Sacred Heart, make that now 5 points scored. And we've got a 43-42 ball game. Wellington East Girls College leading Sacred Heart.
That was a nice
Here
move
comes Bout.
on the pivot.
Oh, very weak shot from Epinetti.
No box out there.
No.
Pace is slowing down a little bit on both sides.
Another lead change, Troy, 44-43. Nice little move. Davey knocks it away as far as Remuera drives forward, looks to try and penetrate. Nothing. Has to give it away now to Epinetti.
Great move.
Yeah, great little move in from Epinetti.
Slight Euro step
46-43,
there.
3-point lead to Sacred Heart.
The Twin Towers, I think, are going to play a significant role down this back stretch. Hopefully their fitness is good enough to keep up with this East team.
Back to 1 point, 46-45. Hauraki being pressured outside by Thompson Lalu. And Apineru, no good from outside. Good work from Bort. Bort to Davey. Davey from outside again. That one's finds the front of the rim tired. And Davey looks tired.
She definitely looks tired.
Is that the way she just ambles?
No, she's definitely tired.
Apineru the rebound.
Big good
off the Bort. Bort gives it to the hands of Hauraki.
Good find.
Hauraki from outside. Hirunuera from outside. Davey inside, stripped away.
Oh,
bit
of a carry there.
I think that one was put in a backpack and taken on holiday, wasn't it? Good hustle outside, but it will be. Timeout called from Nixon Panisi, and really, I
Much
guess,
needed.
I guess this might be more of a rest.
Agreed.
Yeah,
agreed.
And I don't know how you feel, Troy. Yeah, it looks like that Jordana Davey is sitting down. Maybe they all are, but I'd be giving her a break right now.
I would be too.
You're not going to lose the game right here and now, but you certainly through tiredness could end up with some fouls.
Agreed.
And making her sit out at a time that you don't want to.
Agreed. A confidence thing as well. You tend to make more mistakes or poor decisions when you're fatigued. So you want her going into the fourth quarter, particularly with a lot of confidence. So it'll be good to have fresh legs as well. But she was definitely gassed.
1 point boy game, 46-45. Sacred Heart lead Wellington East after they needed 40-39 at half time. So it's been a low scoring start to the third quarter. A lot of turnovers, a lot of scrappiness, and as Troy McLean has said to you, some fatigue beginning to show early on in the legs. Maybe that's now where we would expect someone like Pete Apineru to step in and play that same post,
yes,
that same physical role that Davey had played up until this point.
I think that will be the case, but it'll be interesting to see whether or not she's gassed as well. She looked a little bit shaky as well, sucking in the air a little bit, but Wellington East, let's see if they can continue with the pressure and the pace that they've been playing at. This is where their depth comes to the fore.
Mercury, Tawera. Tate Jones, Patia, and Thompson Lalu on for Wellington East.
Full court.
Boats, Hauraki, Davey. And that's Rahui Lalo in there now for her, along with Apineru. Nice little pass, ran into trouble though, silly. That should have come without the extra step.
Extra dribble, yeah.
Yeah, good defense from Wellington East.
Referees are definitely letting them play.
Good hustle from Nina Bort. So the inbound pass will be into the hands of Sacred Heart. It will be Nina Bort that will inbound it for them. One-point ball game. Rahui Lolu.
Trying to establish the post again.
Oh,
nice move.
Great little shot from a 16-year-old. That's a shot that you expect to see in the top men's league.
That's right.
Lovely little baseline shot. And that's what we talked about, Apineru coming into this game. Nice penetration and a foul called. So we've got two shots coming in the way of Thompson Lalu. Hini Takawa from Wellington East.
Continuing to attack the rim. Wellington East.
Missed on the first. And missed on, oh no, it bobbled around on the second and went down.
Sacred Heart utilising the sideline to break that pressure.
48-46 the ball game. Just under 5 to go. And a 2.
Your prediction was pretty good there, Terry. They've gone to Peta right now a couple of times down the floor and she's delivered.
Partia, right-hand side. Partia again, got the give and go at the top of the key. Nowhere, taken away. Davey, good job moving her feet, stepping out. Here's a free ball outside from Partia. Hits the side of the rim as you saw, and it will be, again, an opportunity for Sacred Heart to increase the lead.
It seems to be...
Rahuilalu. Bort playing in the backcourt right now. Holdaki's gone forward. Davey at the high post. Looks, no flare screen, steps inside. Oh, that's got to be a block, surely.
I thought she had pretty good position.
Yeah. Oh, they're calling that a shooting foul. Was that what they call continuation, Troy?
Yes.
So she was, because she was in the steps going to the hoop with an opportunity to or commitment to shoot.
She gathered the ball.
What do you think of that rule?
I think it's a good rule.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know the markings now in the NBA type court, we've got, Troy, the circle underneath the basket. Explain that to our viewers.
That's the charge circle. So basically,
is that when you get your credit card out and buy something, the charge circle?
No, some people. No, you need to be outside of that charge circle in order to be in position to take a charge.
Okay. So that's a defensive foul by having the offensive player run into you. Thanks for that, Troy, as we see Partia fade away, and a nice little shot from Partia.
She definitely likes
52-48, still a
little fade away
game.
In the post. Sacred Heart better make sure she doesn't get going.
Nice little entry pass. Oh, hands leading them down. But never mind, Rahuilalu gets it in, and they're hanging in there. They're getting, certainly they're taking their offense further and further into the keyhole, aren't they?
Yes.
And that's certainly hurting Wellington East at this point. Thompson Lalu trying to find some way in. Partia looking, nothing, turned over. And
bit of a frustration foul.
On ball foul called against, that looked like Phoenix. Partia called for the foul. And there will be a couple of subs. So Kai Mercury will check out, and into the game will come Caitlin Curtis for Wellington East. It's still Holdaki inbounding the pass. Rahuilalu to receive it, taking a lot more possession of the ball out front this half. Rahuilalu looking for the entry pass, nothing there. Davey outside again, a long three, and in it goes.
She is not shy.
Good on her, Davey.
Yeah, Terence Lewis, lefty.
57-48. They've built themselves a sizable little 9-point lead here now. And Sacred Heart, never been in this position before in this type of ball game. Sacred Heart tried to get the answer, Wellington East, but they can't, but she got her own rebound. Nice work, Partia under the basket, taken away. And here comes Hodaki bringing it forward. Sorry, Rimawira.
Good patience.
Forward. Nice block from Curtis. And Partia on an easy layup. Easy layup. 57-50. Far side.
Fairly methodical.
Hodaki looking for three. Oh, no good.
Wellington East not necessarily pushing the ball up as fast as they
that
usually
suggests to me that their legs may be tired too, as they're not looking to push, because you'd certainly want to try and run the two bigs from Sacred Heart up and down as much as you could.
Yes.
Inside, nice work getting inside the defense there for Caitlin Curtis, and she finds it. 57-52. Back to 5 after the lead at one stage was out to 9. Far side Bort inside to Apineru. Turnover again, Wellington East, good work. Didn't allow the ball to get right inside, smothered at the defense.
Looking to double team
nice
on
shot.
the catch.
Nice shot, Isabella Tate-Jones. Pushing up again.
Peter looking for a sub.
Rahuilalu, far side. There's not a lot of off-the-ball play, is there, from Sacred Heart?
No.
It's very much spread the floor, whoever may be the freest and has got the shot.
Yes. This could be a fatigue situation.
Out of bounds, good hustle back.
Again, that tends to be the first thing that goes is your sense-making and decision-making processes.
So Debbie Tapusi comes in along with Peta Apineru going out for Sacred Heart. Davey continues to stay in alongside of Rahui Lalo.
Pretty comfortable in saying that Queen
Remuera.
Leota is probably not going to be playing tonight, which is a big shame. She's a very good potential talent, 6'4". Only been playing for 2 years, but Coach Nixon's done a great job in her development. Not sure the conditions around her injury, but she could have played a big factor in this game.
So Troy, what I'm seeing at the moment, and confirm for me, is that the Wellington East defense is just continuing to scrap, trying to generate some turnover ball down under. But I still feel they're getting pushed a little bit under the hoop. If they're trying to do that, they need to slow that ball down a little bit further out.
Agreed. They seem to be, their press seems to be a little bit more smoke and mirrors in terms of what they're trying to achieve out of that. They tend to be coming back more to the three-quarter court space. But yeah, they're, like you said earlier, I think their legs aren't exactly in it as well.
Because Davey doesn't seem to want to go the full length of the court right now.
Yes.
Davey's happy to sit outside of the point and shoot the three ball.
And she's a good shooter. I'm not sure of her three-point average right now, or three-point percentage right now, but
we've got some different stats now, but at least we've got some. So we've got a three-point ball game now, 57-54. Inside Partia, trying to murk around Apineru.
Good draw and kick.
Shot wouldn't go. Partia gets the offensive rebound, turns no good, chases it in again, and they fight for the loose ball. So it's going to be called the way of Sacred Heart. See, field goal percentage starting to slip too. So if we look at that, Troy, 40%, Wellington East 44. They were up in the 50s in the first half.
Yep.
So we are seeing either tired legs or poor shot selection. I tend to think the latter.
Yes.
Nice pass inside, but couldn't be made there by Nina Bout. Good a body contact, stance. Not called. No fuss, no foul. Let the two of them collide and work it out. Cross dribble.
Triple team.
Yeah. Good defense. Ross Simi caught in the triple defense.
Amari should be recognizing that and getting rid of the ball earlier for an open shot.
So if you were Nixon, Panesi, would you want to get Davey to go into that post position and play inside, even if she is tired? Because what I'm seeing that's going to do is it's going to bring the defenders back down into the key. Partia looking for a shot on the clock, got it away, but was no good.
I would probably
Remuera brings it forward.
Have her inside. I think she's a capable shooter, and she tends to trace the ball really well from outside, but she does look fairly fatigued.
So we've got three-quarter time here in the finals of the Secondary School Girls Basketball Competition here in Te Whanganui Atara Māori Language Week. And it's the Sacred Heart side, never been in this position before, leading by 57-54 with his impressions of that quarter, Troy McLean.
Pretty good third quarter. I thought Sacred Heart continued to go inside, and Wellington East is continuing with their
and there we're seeing strategy. Troy, sorry to interrupt you on a live replay. We're seeing what they're doing inside.
Yes.
And that was that intentional foul we saw earlier in the quarter.
Sacred Heart's done a good job of negating Phoenix after a really good start in that first quarter. So Phoenix will have to figure out how she can have a little bit more of an impact on the game.
So this is Jordana Davey that you're seeing the live replays on in terms of her features, and we've talked about her, and Troy's talked about the fact that she's left-handed and what she can do. But I would just like to see her, whether she's tired or not, involved a little bit more inside. That's her strength.
I think the game is different. I think I don't mind seeing bigs outside shooting the three. I think they become very valuable if they can knock that three ball down at a consistent clip. Yes, so I'm a little bit different.
Yeah, old school me says if you go inside and you shoot it, you're either going to make it or get fouled, so you're going to get some free throws.
Yeah, 2 versus
Much higher
3.
percentage.
Yeah, I mean, I get the argument, but, you know, as a player, I did like the three-point line, so I guess I'm a little bit
Well, they didn't have it when I played, you see, Troy, so it didn't matter.
Yes.
Not that I could ever shoot them anyway.
Yeah. What is here?
So we've got 10 minutes of the secondary school girls final here from the ASB Arena in Wellington remaining on the 18th of October 2020. One of these teams will either be crowned for a multiple time in Wellington East, or Sacred Heart will take it for the first ever time. And Catholic girls' school basketball at this level is not uncommon, with St Mary's having dominated for many years back in the early 2000s, late 90s. Wow. Oh, great little shot there from Remuera. So 60, 50, 54 now.
She didn't really want to take that shot, but it's what the defense gave her. She took it with confidence.
Now it splashed. Nice work inside coming from Ross Simi, that ran into a brick wall, had to pass it out. And Tate Jones blocked by Bullock. Great start to this fourth quarter by Sacred Heart.
Good box out there.
And Remuera boxing out Partier, getting the defensive rebound and bringing it forward. Looking for the high screen from Davey, nothing there. Far side finds Epineru. Long cross-court pass, dangerous pass, but Bort managed to get it from Davey from way downtown.
It's a little bit too far for her range, I think.
For someone with that sort of talent, I mean, that's just, I got to say, that's a wasted ball. Wasted ball.
Agreed.
Yeah. Chance to work inside and get a two-pointer or whatever. But anyway,
I think she missed.
She's got a chance now to bring the score a little closer.
She missed Peter inside as well.
Knocked away, but regathered nicely. Three-point attempt. Looks good, no good. Oh, knocked on the ground, but nice little bit of sportsmanship from both sides. They move forward.
Good drive, a blocking foul there.
And a drive inside from Rahui Lolo. Wouldn't go. She'll get a chance. Great work from Rahui Lolo. She was knocked on the ground at the other end. He came up, got the ball and took it to the hoop.
Good sportsmanship by Wellington East as well.
Or is it Bort that's going to shoot it? No, it's Bort that's going to shoot the shots.
Talking to Coach Nixon, a lot of girls here play together on various teams, so they all know each other quite well. So you saw a lot of the Wellington girls, East girls, a little bit concerned.
Well, Troy, Uvalde Simi, you've got 9 minutes to make a run here.
Yep. I don't expect.
You're down 7.
I don't expect too much to change. 9 minutes is a long time.
Good pressure coming out high from the Sacred Heart side through Nina Bort and Rahui Lolo. So sub.
Yep.
So Thompson, Lolu coming in for Wellington East.
A little horn set here.
And Prescott going out. And this is her with the ball now. Oh, little fake, nothing, looks inside. Try to find Partier. Little give and go between Partier and Tate Jones. Nice. Cut. That's a good thing to do. 61-56.
And we see the full court pressure.
Just over 8 minutes to go. Remuera, far side Bort. Nice pass, entry pass in. Now Davies decided she wants to do something. Hey, I rest my case. Hey.
She'll shoot a 3 the next time, I bet.
63-56, the ball game. Thompson Lolu.
Nice drive.
A foul called. Trying to see what happened, but someone looked like they might have dropped the mouth guard, because mouth guards are compulsory, right, in this level of basketball.
Yes. Which makes it difficult to communicate, but
it does. Yeah, but it also.
But it is necessary.
Also keeps the ACC bills down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thompson Laulu is been a bit of a spark coming off the bench here. Particularly on the defensive end. He's very active defensively. And
Davey outside, shot one from further out than that before. Rahuilolo. Epinaru. Knocked away and will be Sacred Heart ball, is it? Inbound?
Yep.
Yeah. No subs. Still remain with the same 5.
Great
nice
steal.
Pass inside. Epinaru won't go for her. Good rebound from Thompson Rahuilolo. Davey deciding to want to play point guard. If Davey wants to play inside, things will happen. Good hustle from Rahuilolo. Coming forward now again. Wellington East Girls College in the hands of Patea. Looking for their 3-pointer.
Big
no
shot.
Good. Great boxing out there from Davey. And an off-the-ball foul being called. Yep. Frustrating foul called
on Laulu.
And Hini Takawa, Thompson Laulu.
Had a bit of frustration
on
the faces of and body language of Wellington East.
63-57 reads the scoreline in favour of Sacred Heart. Just on 7 minutes to run. 6-3, fourth quarter, Sacred Heart lead. And Epinaru trying to post up inside. They give it to her. She turns and looks, goes to a lovely move, and a foul called. Great play. Now, you see, I think if they played a 3-out, 2-in game, they're either going to do this, they're going to get Wellington East in foul trouble and score some points, or they're going to accumulate from the foul line. I think, to me, this is the difference of the ball game.
Agreed. They're just doing a good job, I think, of mixing that up. I mean, going with Jordana a couple of times on the roll, and going with Peter at times on the straight post-ups. Yeah, it's a good variation. I still think Jordana's should shoot the 3 when she's open, just not if she's 2 meters behind the line.
Now, I was just reading a note given to me. Did Epi and Naru make the first one?
Yes.
Yeah. So we got 65-57 ball game, and the note that was given to me is that the umpire, you can see at the right-hand end, it's her birthday today.
Happy
what a
birthday.
great way to celebrate your birthday. Give back and referee a college basketball final.
That was a great...
Remuera from outside, no good. Epinaru will chase the loose ball, and they'll get it and reset again. Inside Davey. Davey turns left-handed. Great work from Davey right when it mattered.
Rebounds
67, 10-point lead. Heading down to the 6-minute mark for Sacred Heart. In control of the ball game right now. Outside shot. Wellington East narrow it back down to 8. 67-59.
Rebounds for both teams becoming a bit of a factor in this. Although Sacred Heart leading, nice roll.
Inside again to Davey. Davey looks to try and gets on the squeeze play. And really, they just got to keep going to the well.
Yeah, I like it how they're keeping the ball high for their bigs as well on the roll. Something Coach Zico Coronel for the Saints did a lot of work on with our team this year at the start of the season. On the pick and roll work that we were doing, keeping that ball high.
So subs coming in. So Nina Bort has gone out, and Brookja Hauraki McKenzie has come into the game. So Remuera is in there, along with Epineru, this girl Jordana Davey. And
another offensive rebound.
Who gets the offensive rebound off the missed free throw to allow Sacred Heart to get a reset.
Cardinal sin on a free throw. Good post, give it the ball.
Great play,
nice
but no, couldn't make it. Epineru. It's still great play from Jordana Davey.
She considered shooting the ball there.
Patea from outside,
nice shot.
Narrows the gap. 3-point play from Phoenix Patea.
It's what Wellington East needed right there.
Back to a 5-point ball game. 5-0 run here for Wellington East College team. Pinadu looking for it. Hauraki McKenzie was pushed out of play.
Nice.
And a nice bit of work from Isabella Tate-Jones. 67-64. Just when you think Sacred Heart were in control, right back come Wellington East, as Troy McLean said to you they would. They would not stay out of this ball game. And they've done it with grinding defense.
Yeah, good hand pressure, getting their hands in passing lanes, and good physicality. Something Coach Nixon talked about, how his team would deal with their physicality. Phoenix had just made one previous possession.
Foul called against Sacred Heart. It's called on Tiakela Remuera. So it'll be an inbound from the back court, as you can see. They reset on their line out. Partia. Baseline penetration, steps in, nothing, outside it goes. Ross Simi.
Nice shot.
Nice little ball shot. 67-66, 1-point ball game.
He's doing a much better job of finding open shooters.
5 minutes
last two possessions. They want to establish the post again.
Epinaru inside. Epinaru just looks like she's taking a step too far, keeping that ball down too low, allowing the East defender to get over top of it.
Agreed. She's also going with the finger roll option as opposed to the hook option. Nice drive.
Partia on the action again, and we've got a timeout.
Wellington East seems to have...
Yeah, Nixon Panisi does not like what he's seen. He's just blown a 10-point lead.
Seem to have gained momentum back again on the back of Phoenix.
Now, what happened? You know, Troy, what happened? Because we saw them build a 10-point lead with some good constructive half-court, or quarter-court, because it was deep offense into their bigs. The bigs were getting good shots. Their defense was working at this end. But what's he suddenly done that's brought them back into the game?
I thought Sacred Heart has missed a couple of gimmies down this end. Wellington East took a couple of not very great shots early in the clock that missed, but they ended up getting the offensive rebound. And then I think Phoenix has really done a good job of sort of steadying the ship, taking ownership on the offensive end, and creating for herself and creating for others.
So that last shot actually put Wellington East back in front, gave them a 2-point lead at 69-67, 4 points, and they lead this fourth quarter by 15-10. And made a big run. They were down by 10 when it was 67-57. So they've outscored them 12-0. What a big run, Troy.
Massive run.
You just don't normally see those sorts of runs in a game.
Agreed, and I think they've done that defensively as well. Some good pressure, good hand pressure, got a few deflections and steals.
It would have been so easy 10 down to have got out of structure, got out of the modern term they use, process.
Yes.
But they've obviously stuck with Coach Voldy Simi's instructions, and that's generated the turnovers.
Yep.
The turnovers have led to some good baskets, both easy ones and some tough-made baskets,
yes.
But it's got them back into the lead.
I thought a couple of questionable shots at that 7-8 minute mark by East, but no, they've got back into this.
Remuera looks inside to Davey. Davey turns with the left hand and looks good, but no, yeah, I thought the walk would have been called a bit earlier, but it wasn't. It looked like there was a bit of a hop step.
Bit of ball movement, I think, at first might help Sacred Heart before they go inside, get it across the split line and then back again. But
so two of the key players right on screen now is Thompson.
This is a horn set.
Ross Simi and Partia. Partia steps around
nice
and tired
pass.
Davey swings it on out to Isabella Jones, but Tate Jones, but she's called for a travel.
I was wondering when they were going to call it. Isabella tends to have a little hop before she shoots the ball.
So, far side, Rahui Lalo. Banging up against Tate Jones, pops around the high screen, gives it away inside to Apineru. Oh, nice little give and go, but again, in the traffic. Good collapsing defense there from Wellington East.
Shot clock.
And Apineru comes up short, pressuring the ball, pressured the outlet pass, but Tate Jones has got it. Now in control, Partia.
It's a good decision by Isabella there to get a good set.
Well, I was going to say patient offense, but there was nothing patient about that. But it was also a positive three-pointer at 72-67, 5-point lead. Wellington East Girls College heading down the 4-minute mark.
One of those questionable shots that are coach killers. No, no, no. Yes, good shot type situations.
Davey.
Nice pass fake there to drop the defender.
2-point ball game, 72-70. Wellington East Girls in control at the moment of the basketball. Not actually in control. A great crossover dribble from Patea.
And good kick.
Out to Ross Simi. No good. And yep, loose ball. Loose ball foul's going to be called there against Chloe Mercury on Wellington East. Well, they deemed it in possession, so they're going to come forward for 2 points.
Okay.
Well, the stat score we've got is 72-67. And I thought it was 72-70 after that three-pointer. It may have just to update, but we've got Remuera on the line, right-hander, with the left knee.
Free throw is going to be a factor coming down the stretch.
Always a factor,
as
down
always.
the stretch. Always a factor.
What a great showcase for women's basketball.
Yeah, this tough COVID time, people have had to sit at home and watch it and endure us, Troy. No spectators allowed. You can see through the camera there's another college game going on the far side on court 4. It's a Division 1 or Division 2 game, not a Premier game. She made that second one.
Hand off there.
1 point ball game, 72-71. Patea from downtown.
Wow.
Well, she was just about standing on Miramar Wharf.
That was impressive. And out of their offense too, which was
75,
really good to see.
71. Turnover. Wellington East again get possession, trying to maintain it. I'm going to stand up because I'm missing a bit of the action here.
Phoenix is really taking ownership of this team now.
Ross Simi couldn't get it. Now comes forward Remuera, trying to play it at a bit more pace. Nice pass in Davey. Davey is holding it up and it's going to be called possession. I think Davey realises, oh, interesting. I thought the possession arrow was going to be with Sacred Heart, and I thought Davey realised that, so she accepted the tie ball.
Amari did a really good job
Ross Simi
of wrapping that ball up.
Down past the Patea, and Patea calling for the high screen on the left-hand side. Ross Simi.
A little bit more ball pressure.
Gets the screen off Chloe Mercury. Mercury looks to step in. Won't shoot a free shot.
Good find.
Gives it away.
Big shot. Good box out.
Yeah, good rebound. Remuera going forward, looking to take the ball to the hoop. Remuera can't get inside. Finds Epineru for a three.
Nice.
Epineru. 75-74, 1 point ball game. Now inside the last two. Going forward is Patea. And we got a whistle.
Some issue with the clock right now. Both teams throwing some good punches left and right.
What's the key, Troy, here? You're coaching either team. You can have whichever one you want.
Solid execution, I think, on both ends.
Execution?
Execution, particularly for Wellington East, making sure that they secure possession on the defensive end by boxing out, which has been a factor for...
Voldy wants to talk about the last minute and 16 seconds of his season. Can it be a successful one? Can he plan a strategy that will drive Wellington East back to the top of Wellington Secondary School girls basketball? Whereas Nixon Panisi got the magic to pull out. He got the Midas touch. Who do you favour here, Troy? The scoreboard favours Wellington East. Who do you favour?
I think momentum's in Wellington East's favour right now. But, you know, basketball's a great game in that sense. I'm going to go with Wellington East.
Big games are decided by big plays.
Yes.
And I reckon Jordana Davies going to make a three at the crucial time to put Sacred Heart in front.
Okay. I think Phoenix is going to be, and has been, a really big factor in this fourth quarter. You can tell when she's coming up the floor, she's demanding the ball to make sure that the team is getting into their sets. Look to her to play a major role in the next minute.
You know, all of the Catholics in Wellington would shoot me being a St. Pat's old boy if I didn't cheer for Sacred Heart anyway, Troy. You know?
Yeah.
They come back on the court. Let's have a look at who the five is that Nixon Panisi's gone with. He's gone with his point guard, Remuera. He's got Epineru, he's got Jordan Davey. He's got Bort back in the game, and he's got Rahui Lolo. They're going to be defending Wellington East.
It's a big position for Sacred Heart.
As Rossimi inbounds the ball to Patea. Along with Curtis. Now they're going to get a turnover. No, we're going to get a foul called against Apinaru. Is it a shooting foul? We'll have to wait and see whether they walk to the line. No, it's going to the end. So Tate Jones, Mercury, Simi Ross, Curtis, and Patea. Now the 5 that
Bit of a cross screen here.
Voldy Simi's gone with to try and retain this lead.
Great pass.
Nice little out screen, no good. Good boxing out there by Jordana Davey. She throws the long overhead pass down.
Big position here.
To Rahui Lalo. Loose ball knocked is not contained. Davy's
Nice.
going to shoot this one. I didn't say it was going to be right now. It will come.
It was a clean look.
It was a clean look. It wasn't clean, but it was a tired look as well. And we got a foul called against Nina Bort. That's the referee on your screen. It just crossed your screen. Amy Jo. Having a happy birthday, Amy. Amy Jo. So Rossimi inbound the ball to Patea. Clock around about the 40-second mark. Patea looking to drive.
Another great find.
Finds it off for a nice outside shot. And Thompson Lolo.
Coach Benicia with a timeout.
And we've got 78-74, 4-point ball game. What's he going to be saying, Troy?
Coach
Nixon Panisi right now, what are you drawing up? You got 23 seconds of your season left, and you're down 4.
Something quick, very quick, and then be talking about looking to possibly foul quick as well.
How important is it in this situation to know how many team fouls you got against you, to know whether you can give one and send them to the line, or you've still got fouls to give to take time off the clock and make it an inbound?
Definitely something that they need to talk about immediately. But yeah, it would come down to, I think, how quickly they can score on this position, and then how quickly they can foul.
If you're Voldy Simi, what are you looking at here? You got the scoreboard in your favour by 4 points.
Yep.
And you've got time on your side.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. It's 2-position game.
2 possessions in 12 seconds. The clock's now showing 12 on the... Is Jordana Davey going to get a chance to make that grey shot, or have I
To make you a...
decided not to buy a lotto ticket tomorrow?
That's right. Let's see here. We go. The line formation at the top. Cross screen to Jordana.
Oh, gave it away, but
Too
didn't
much
get it
time.
back. Almost didn't get it back. Fine.
Big shot.
Remuera in the far corner. No good air ball. Top running down, and there it goes,
There it is.
ladies and gentlemen. It is full time here. The ASB Centre in Wellington. And the champions for 2020 of the Wellington Secondary School Girls College Final are Wellington East over Sacred Heart. For his impressions of the game, Troy McLean.
I thought both teams played really well, played to their strengths. Wellington East, I thought, came out the end. After Coach Simi's strategy at the beginning, which he said to us, you know, keep the pace high. Sacred Heart ran out a bit of gas at the end. And again, I thought Phoenix was outstanding, taking control of the game in the fourth quarter, drawing defenders, kicking for open shooters. Yeah, great job by Wellington East, much deserved.
We know this game's a game of statistics, and when we look down at it, there's one glaring, I'm looking at a statistic here now, and there's one glaring statistic at the end that stands out for me when we look at this. We talked about how crucial it could have been early on, and it's come down to Wellington East stepped the line to the 3-throw line on 15 occasions and made 13 of them. Sacred Heart stepped the line on 18 occasions and only made 11.
Yeah, I mean, you spoke about it before.
Yep.
Agreed. Free throws.
40. Let's have a look at some of the stats in this this final score lineup. 40% each from the field wasn't too bad. 2-pointers, 57 to 47. Again, Wellington East scoring a little bit better there, but 3-pointers, 9 out of 28 against 7 out of 33. So again, they shot better threes than Sacred Heart. But at the end of the day, when we have a look at turnovers, 19-15, really not a lot on that. You know, so it was those free throws that made the difference.
Agreed. And I thought Wellington East did a better job in that end of the fourth quarter to find bodies and get bodies on in terms of the box out. So 38-46 in favor of Sacred Heart. Great game.
Yeah, leading scorers in the game. 32 points to Phoenix Patea, 27 to Jordana Davey. Does that look right to you? Isabella Tate-Jones, 28.
Yep.
Amy Ross-Simi, 7.
Yep.
23 to Peta Epinuru, and 11 to Tyler Key, Rahui Lalu. So they were the leading scorers, leading rebounders again. Patea leading on that side, and Rahui Lalu leading on the Sacred Heart side with 11. And again, Phoenix Patea, what a great game that she's had, because she's led in the points, she's led in the rebounds, and she's led in the assists. Yeah. And no doubt, would probably in the end have to walk away with the player of the match.
Agreed.
For this final of 2020.
Agreed. Good size, good speed. Really took ownership of her team at the end. Yeah. Great example of great leadership. I saw her once or twice talking to her teammates, making sure that when they were down, that they stayed there and kept their heads in the game. It was great.
So that wraps it up on finals night for the girls, for the young girls here at the Wellington College Sport Wellington Finals. 78-74, Wellington East are the champions over Sacred Heart for 2020. Troy McLean and Terry Orchard signing off for a short time. We'll be back in the not too distant future with the boys final. And a little bit more tonality up and down.